For those who live and work in big cities, the possibility of encountering crime is just a part of life. For the criminals, crime is not a part of life, but a way of life. With no other skills and very little education, their options seem limited. But in Recoleta, one of Santiago's oldest neighborhoods, just at the fingertips of the Virgin atop San Cristobal Hill, there is a place that seeks to change that. Founded in a 16th century church that was badly damaged in an earthquake in 2010, Fundacion Paternitas helps people whose lives have been shaken by trouble with the law, drug use, and strained relationships with their families. Their foundations have been damaged, but there is still time to rebuild.
Que el Señor esté con ustedes. Palabras del Santo Evangelio según San Juan.
Paternitas was started 35 years ago by Padre Nicolas Fayal. He believes people can change if they are just given the resources to integrate into society.
Paternitas is a foundation who's been working for 35 years in this crime world for people who are trying and striving to get out of it, and whose life is not easy and has never been easy for this because their networks are not as good as to let them leave.
It is staffed by teachers and social workers like Lucia.
I knew that there were people in need in society. But many times you don't leave your car or your neighborhood, and you don't see it. You're not able to see. Once you see, you have to ask yourself, what I'm going to do with this?
The mission at Paternitas is to help kids like Raul. Raul is a good kid from a bad neighborhood. He's looking for a way back on track after dropping out of school, joining a gang, and falling into drug use. The way Paternitas gets its participants on track is by establishing a routine.
Pero no me gusta que no haya oro, pudiendo verlo.
They start at 9:30 with a class that teaches basic life skills, such as budgeting.
One very important skill is at least to see until the end of the month, and after to see until the end of the year, and maybe from here to 5 years, so they can organize a little bit their lives and see what they want to do and what they need for what they want.
After class, they go to work sewing tablecloths and making baked goods. The products they make earn them a modest but honest paycheck. If they arrive late, they are sent home without pay. So far, the program is working for Fernando. Fernando started stealing at age 6. He has spent his life so far in and out of prison. Now 29 and a father, he has different aspirations for his life.
Estoy estudiando aquí, haciendo un curso de gastronomía.
I'm studying here.
Y aparte de costura en la tarde, y ¿cómo se llama? Para poder tener una oportunidad y poder cambiar, trabajar.
And now he's coming here to the cooking class, the sewing class. And he's trying to learn things so that he can work and then to have opportunities.
But while Fernando is working to leave his past behind, Raul has hit a bump in the road. After showing up to Paternitas High, Raul was kicked out of the program.
Let's go.
Lucia is not ready to give up on him. Today, she is driving out to negotiate the conditions of his return. She understands there are forces that pull people into the world of crime.
Crime doesn't come alone. It comes with difficulties in the families with poverty, with lack of education, lack of possibilities.
Raul's neighborhood, Conchali, has its share of drug and gang problems. His family is struggling financially and living in a small rented house.
Yo le digo, él es trabajador, todo, si él puede. Le digo, a veces son muchas veces.
Many of his cousins are already in prison, and those that are not also steal and use drugs. It has been hard for Raul to stay out of
La
trouble.
paz y la libertad que tanto anhelan para que mañana tengan un buen día de visita. ¿Ya? Los bendiga, Señor. Voy a buscar mi maletín.
When youth in Chile get into trouble with the law, they go to juvenile centers called cenames. Padre Nicolas visits this cename every week to say Mass and check in on the boys. It is part home and part prison, with high walls and bars holding ping pong tables and koi ponds.
¿Siente mejor? ¿Y está solito ahora?
Adding to the strange energy is the fact that this cename is actually a renovated torture center from the time of Pinochet's dictatorship.
Pero está ahí, ¿no sé? Ya. Que Dios los bendiga a cada uno.
Padre Nicolas offers blessings and calls each boy by name. He is a rare sign of support in their lives.
Nuestro pan de cada día. Perdona nuestras ofensas, como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos dejes caer en tentación.
I think he's a real priest.
Líbranos, Señor.
He's really a priest. When you see him in prison and when you see the dedication he gives to each and every prisoner, you can see the meaning of the priesthood.
Cuerpo y sangre de Cristo. Cuerpo y sangre de Cristo.
But despite his best efforts, many boys that are released find their way back here again.
Él aquí no coopera en nada.
Raul has been in a cename before, but it did nothing to deter him from stealing again. His mother is hoping that he will go back to Paternitas and stay out of trouble. Her interest could make all the difference.
We are not lonely people in this world. Even if we have very complicated families, we need someone who trusts and someone to be with. So for us, family is absolutely important for this process to be complete.
Raúl, pues. Raúl. Pero, Raúl.
If Raul gets in trouble again, he will not go to another cename. He is now 19, an adult in the eyes of the law, and he will end up like Francisco.
Mi nombre es Francisco Antonio Muñoz Vargas. Tengo 35 años.
He's 35 years old.
Francisco is a prisoner in the midst of serving a 14-year sentence. When he was first locked up, he was held in a notoriously bad wing of Santiago's prison. Because he maintained a spotless behavioral record for over half his sentence, he was given benefits which allow him to leave prison during the day and return at night. Even with some freedom, his life is hard.
Me casé el 22 de abril del 2010.
He got married in April 22 in 2010.
Mi esposa falleció el 16 de septiembre del año pasado.
And her wife died September last year.
With his wife gone, their daughter was sent to live with her grandmother in a city a few hours away. He can never see her. He can only come to Paternitas in hopes of gaining the skills and connections he will need to provide for her when he finally gets out. It is Monday morning at Paternitas. Almost everyone arrived late and was sent home without pay. There are only 4 participants working in the sewing room. Fortunately, one of them is Raul. His timely arrival is an important step on his path out of Conchali, a step Lucia hopes all participants take someday, because she sees the potential in all of them.
They have, I don't know, like in the hard disk of their mind, that they want to be somebody. I think that comes from their families, maybe. They are somebody, definitely.
Their foundations have been damaged, but for the participants who truly want to change, Paternitas can help them build a stable life.